What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering Room. We are now in day 3 of the investigation, and we have reached full tinfoil hat stage. Now, make sure that your hat is firmly fixed to your skull, because we are going down the rabbit hole of some seriously weird conspiracy theories around Dr. Disrespect's banning from Twitch. Now, right now, we don't know anything about why one of the most popular video game streamers on Earth was banned from the platform. In fact, all we have are vague statements from Twitch themselves around terms of service violations. However, I believe in the next 24 hours, we're going to have more concrete answers based on some murmurs that I'm seeing. Now, I cover more than just Dr. Disrespect. Obviously, everything in gaming, music, pop culture, tech, Silicon Valley, everything but politics. 5 to 6 videos a day. And I know a big chunk of my viewers aren't yet subscribed. I'm hoping today will be the day I earn your subscription in the little red button below the video that says subscribe, or on the main channel. Just helps you keep everything organized, helps you check in on my channel, and make sure you didn't miss a thing. Now, as of just a few hours ago, people are still regurgitating the exact same article without providing any new evidence. Now, I've been careful about the 2 videos I've made on the topic because I want to add something to the conversation. I don't want to solely speculate on what's going on. What I'm trying to add to the situation is the removal of clearly fake theories. As it stands right now, there are several things we can say that this is not. I do not believe that this is a hoax. I do not believe that this is a marketing stunt. We can now confirm that Brime is no longer relevant. They are not a part of this in any way and never were. I can confirm, which I will in this video, about Shroud and the other Shroud Ninja and his collaboration on a streaming platform. I'll be able to talk about a lot that we know it isn't. We've even seen some interesting theories around this platform called Sting, a new buzzing streaming platform. They had joined in 2010, and they've tweeted once. And, if you look at who they're following, there's, a wide variety of streamers, Twitch personalities, things like that. Mr. Beast, YouTube Personality Summit, Keemstar. You're not seeing a lot of, here's Dr. Lupo. So they have some of the largest streamers certainly on there. You see Shroud, they're following Shroud, and Ninja, and Dr. Disrespect, which has led to the screenshot that somebody sent. This. Watch Sting is what to keep an eye on. Here is what looks like an immigrant. I think Sting is the way to go, you'll understand soon. Allegedly from Michael Shroud. Shroud deleted this a day before Doc was banned, then deleted it almost instantly. I have not found, that doesn't mean it doesn't exist, but I have not found a single mention from any one of his followers or a comment from Shroud about Sting. The tweet doesn't exist, and there are no mentions of it anywhere. I don't believe that this is a real tweet at this point. Also, you'll notice, I don't know if you noticed, but I did, that the main streaming platform for Brime, it's no longer privated. But it was privated at an earlier point in the day. In fact, I captured it just 1 hour ago. 16 retweets, 191 likes. They had protected their tweets here in the United States. Why? I don't know, but I can now say certainly that Brime has nothing to do with Dr. Disrespect. They don't own Dr. Disrespect. He's not going to Brime. You can see this in their own QA as captured by Mainstream Rap. Thank you. Question, are you planning on combating against banned YouTubers, Twitch streamers, etc.? Will your service uphold bans from others? We will not enforce previous bans from other platforms. If severe, we may do so. Are you backed by anyone that you can share? No, not at this time. Can I be a beta tester? Don't care. Will Streamlabs? Yes. I was led to believe that on speculation of Dr. Disrespect being involved. We cannot confirm nor deny the status of Dr. Disrespect at this time. He's more than welcome to be a part of the Brime service, but we are not in any negotiations at this time. Now, I don't blame the owner of Brime for riding this wave of speculation to get some free pub. From what I can see, they have no platform, no funding, and they literally just started talking about this, you know, a few days after the biggest Twitch bans. No Dr. Disrespect. So what have we ruled out? Brime is out. Sting out. Sponsors still in. Twitch has done what they did with Ninja. He said, yo, remember when Twitch banned Ninja and said he was in another castle? This is Dr. Disrespect's, or is this image just from mobile app ban for landing pages? Well, if we go to Twitch and look for his page, I believe it still shows up as not found. Yeah, sorry, unless you've got a time machine. The standard ban screen. So I don't believe in any way. Oh, sorry. We also proved that, you know, this is not a ban. So what else could it be? What else could possibly have led to his ban? Well, there's a new emerging theory. Now, by the way, I should say, given the timing of the announcement of his ban, it is still, in my opinion, most likely that what we have is a claim of bad behavior with irrefutable receipts and an exchange for privacy and anonymity. However, if that is the case, Dr. Disrespect will, I assume, be able to get that information through court documents because they have to give him a reason for the breach of their contract. Right now, all they've said is it was a breach of terms of service. That's not enough information to term a $20 million contract. There are two things to consider before we go really down the rabbit hole here. Dr. Disrespect did tweet out the other day saying, I don't know. Well, let's look at this. You see Leon Lush say, well, that was a twist I didn't see coming. Then you see Obi-Wan Jernobi, just a Twitter follower or Twitter user, saying, brilliant post by Doc. I think he's forcing their hand to post something for an update. Part of his contract probably has an NDC or NDA. Well, there is certainly a theory that Dr. Disrespect does in fact know what it is, and it's very bad. And that's why he's saying, I don't know. And maybe he knows Twitch can't say anything. So this way he can just go on and say, hey, I don't know what they're talking about. They never told me. The other likelihood is the other likelihood is that Twitch really did ban him and told him nothing about it, which has got to be like a 0% chance, right? Effectively 0%. If there is some sort of story about him and a female, you would think it would be out there by now. Was he really working on another streaming platform? I don't know. If you're Dr. Disrespect and you're probably worth $100 million, do you necessarily care that much about a new platform? I don't know. We also saw a lot of theories going around about prepare for the 29th. A lot of people thought that was today, as in the 29th we'd hear something. Well, we didn't hear anything about the 29th, and eagle-eyed followers and users of Twitter pointed out that it was actually talking about the Game Fuel announcement from last month. Now, Game Fuel, as according to Mountain Dew, owned by Mountain Dew, still has him up. Now, here's where things get really unlikely, but there is some precedent for it. So understand, before I go into this, I don't believe that this is the case, but I will present it as if it maybe is the case, okay? Dr. Disrespect has had platforms call for his deplatforming, websites call for his deplatforming many times. Kotaku definitely has a grudge against him, but also they have called for his deplatforming around talking about, the COOF and 5G, some different things that he said about that. He read an article from The Hill, which that Musk had retweeted, that says the data is in and stop the panic. He was having a conversation with his viewers about theories that are dangerous in some people's opinions. You know, from what I can see, I haven't seen any hard evidence of like the 5G connection and stuff, but you had long articles like this not that long ago. This was May. Okay, this is only a month and a half ago when Kotaku was demanding he be deplatformed, calling him dangerous because he had talked about some other things like herd immunity and things like that. You can also see there are articles talking about him talking about 5G and the theories around that. These are big no-nos in mainstream media. And again, May 6th. So there is a possibility that Twitch had wanted to get rid of him at this point, and it took a very long time to do so. There are also people that believe his mentioning of David Icke, which has a lot of out there theories. Okay, I am not familiar with him, but Dr. Disrespect was talking about him, talking about how he bought his book, talking about how he would watch his documentary, and that was just minutes before his stream was terminated permanently.
I was watching that documentary on David Icke. Yes, Alex. Yes, I like him.
Gaming, and David Icke himself tweeted out, gaming sensation Dr. Disrespect's last streaming mentions David Icke and the film Renegade before being banned. Obviously, the implication here is that that's why he was banned. I am not familiar with him, and I don't believe Wikipedia is necessarily the most fair and balanced source. But you can see that he's a former sports broadcaster, football player, and occupation apparently conspiracy theorist. Critics have accused him of being a denier and having some just very dangerous opinions. His theories about reptilians being a deliberate code, but Icke denies these claims. So I don't know. I am claiming ignorance here, all right? I don't know if what he said is correct or what any of that. But what I can say are the things that people have accused him of, and the fact that Dr. Disrespect talked about him on his stream may have been the final straw. Now, that said, he brought his name up. Now, I don't know if he brought it up earlier in the stream, but I believe when he brings up, unless he talks about it earlier in the stream, he had already been banned by that point. This was in the clip where Dr. Disrespect appears to have received notice of his termination, and then he starts talking about David Icke again. I don't know if they're related, but we know how Twitch is about, in their opinion, misinformation, and we've seen Dr. Disrespect take heat for talking about various theories out there that are not accepted in the mainstream. Maybe it was, okay, he talked about the COOF, being not that big of a deal. Then he talked about 5G. And then maybe he talks about this. That's it. Pull the plug. Permanently suspended for spreading misinformation, according to Twitch. I don't know if it's true or not. That right now is the only standing theory. I think still that the most likely scenario is that anonymity was provided in exchange for irrefutable evidence that Dr. Disrespect was up to some bad behavior. I sincerely hope that isn't the case, but as of right now, that's all the information we have. I feel like these last 3 videos have spent most of the time talking about what isn't the case, and I look forward to talking about what is, and I think we'll find out today. Make sure you've got those notifications on and you click that subscribe button down below, and I'll keep covering as much as I can. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.